So hello everyone, welcome back to another Isle video, and of course, it's being hosted by your favorite bottom tier Isle YouTuber, me. And my self-deprecating humor isn't the only thing we have today in this video, because a couple days ago, the Isle's roadmap updated. I'm a bit late to the party on this one. Like, everybody else has their videos out already, but hey, the way I see it, it's a test of your guys' loyalty to my channel. If this video doesn't do well, that just proves that nobody gives a shit. But you know, it's okay, that just means I need to put more work in. So obviously, I'm not gonna go over every single thing, because I have another roadmap video that I've already made. If you haven't watched it, you should totally check it out and give me views. There's no real point in going over things that I've already went over, so I'm just gonna stick to all the stuff that's new. So, without further ado, the bleeding system is being re-implemented, but not in the way that it's currently acting as in the Legacy version. I don't know, it's weird, because the way bleed works in Legacy, if you're not in Apex, you die in an instant, but if you're in Apex, you're basically immune to bleed because of, like, a bunch of changes they've made to it, and I don't feel like... I could make a whole video ranting about how Legacy bleed mechanic is bad, but, you know, that's not what this video is. In this new system, you lose stamina instead of health, and if you lose all your stamina, I assume then it slowly starts to kill you. You actually have to kind of attack people instead of biting them once and letting them die. I think that's really good for gameplay. And we have our 3 playable dinosaurs that are coming, Carnotaurus and Hypsy, and we're also getting Stego in this brand new update. So that's pretty cool. He was supposed to be AI actually, but I don't know, I feel like they can't get AI to work. At least that's how it seems, because, I mean, they've been working on AI supposedly since like 2016. It looks like it's a lot harder than they thought it would be, so I'm pretty sure they've put AI on the back burner, because if we scroll over here, yeah, all the AI is just under ongoing content. We probably won't be seeing too many advanced AIs for a while, which I don't have a problem with. I think it's more important to just focus on the actual players and the experience of being a player and interacting with other players first. I also think it's a good thing because it'll give the herbivores like an edge. Like, the biggest carnivore will be Carnotaurus. Let's be honest, there's nothing in the game that can really stand up to a Carnotaurus by itself at the moment. So that would make Carnotaurus the apex predator on the island. And, like, yes, packs of Utahs could take one down, but realistically, Carno's faster than Utah. In theory, Carnotaurus would shred everything. So having Stegosaurus there would be a nice balance to kind of keep the herbivores thriving, so they can act as a sort of defense against the only large carnivore on the island. Update 3 hasn't changed much, except they've gotten rid of Suchomimus. On the one hand, I'm kind of happy about that, because that means they might have realized that Suchomimus should be a pseudo-apex and not a mid-tier dinosaur. On the other hand, I'm kind of worried because I don't really know what's going to counter Deinosuchus. Baryonyx is a mid-tier carnivore, and Carno needs some competition. I really feel like this update should have Baryonyx, just because Baryonyx is a mid-tier carnivore who should be a mid-tier, unlike Sucho, who should be a pseudo-apex. So that would make him easier to balance, and also put him in line with the general dinosaur size range that they want to do for Update 3. For Update 3, I'm sorry, I mean for Everima as a whole. And they want to keep the dinosaurs, like, relatively small to mid-tier sized, with the exception, of course, for Stego. So yeah, I think it would be really interesting to see Baryonyx put in here with a full new model, new animations, new everything. I'm honestly glad that Sucho got delayed, just because it might give them some more time to rethink what he's gonna do. Update 4, we only have one new dinosaur, which is the Pesky, and if you read it here, he's basically just gonna break people's bones, and that goes into the fracture mechanic that they're adding, which is a replacement for bone break. So basically, it's not going to be like, oh, you fell 5 feet, you broke your leg. Now it might be, if you fall 5 feet, you crack your leg. If you fall 10 feet, you shatter it completely. Basically, what they're getting at here is that your legs aren't going to be as fragile, which I'm a big fan of. Leg break sucks. The way Legacy leg break works, like, a leg break should be a huge deal. It should be like a death sentence. But the problem is, right now, it's either you break your leg or you don't. So falling 2 feet and making players break their leg and having it be a death sentence is stupid. So this will be a very positive change, in my honest opinion. I mean, it's not really an opinion, it's objective fact that this will be a good change. We've got a UI overhaul, so just like the HUD, I assume that means stamina, hunger, thirst meter, all that stuff. And what I'm most excited for is the perk system. And before you get all riled up, The Isles had perks planned for a while. They're not ripping off Beasts of Bermuda. This change should be nice, though, because everyone won't be, like, exactly the same with their stats. I don't know, it just gives you so much more customization, and it's pretty great, honestly. Update 5, they are focusing on diets, and they're adding the diet system. So basically, again, this is something they've talked about for a very long time. It's pretty much, depending on your species, you'll eat a certain thing. A T-Rex might prefer to eat a Triceratops over a Stegosaurus or something like that. I don't know. So according to this, it seems like it's going to be similar to how the gore system is now, except there will be actual positive or negative effects depending on how rotten the meat is. And this is actually really nice the way they're doing this, because Ceratosaurus, his whole thing is that he can just scavenge whatever he wants no matter how putrid it is. So yeah, there's not much else to say there. Ceratosaurus can pretty much just eat whatever the hell he wants. Cerato seems to be getting another brand new set of animations, which I'm all for, because I don't like Cerato's current sprint animation. It looks pretty bad if you want my honest opinion. And of course, every video game has to have a joke character, and that character in the Isle is Maggie, obviously. And I find this actually super hilarious. This sauropod is able to eat food out of reach of other animals, allowing it to thrive in areas other herbivores wouldn't. Don't let its smaller size fool you, it has a disposition as unsavory as its taste. So to me, it seems like Maggie's main defense kicks in after it's already dead, and that main defense is that it tastes bad. It's kind of laughable if you want to know the truth, because personally, if I see a Maggie, I'm gonna kill it for fun. I'm not gonna, like, want to eat it. I'll just leave its body there to rot. Maggie is on the road to becoming meme material. I mean, not that it already isn't meme material, but even more meme material. Update number 6, Night Terrors. So that's basically, the two venomous guys, Troodon and Dilophosaurus. Day-night cycle is coming back, and it looks like they are redoing night vision, revamped night vision. So that's always a plus, because the current night vision is not very good. I really hope they took player feedback, because a lot of people, obviously myself included, are not happy with how you just can't see at night, no matter what dinosaur you are, except for Dilophosaurus. I would love something like how the old night vision was, kind of, but more refined. The better your night vision is, the more colors you can see, if that makes sense. I don't know how you would balance that, but that's something that I would like. And the TLDR with Troodon is that he can mimic the sounds of certain dinosaurs, which is it's pretty cool, not gonna lie. There's been talk of like a mimic dinosaur for a while, and it looks like that role is going to Troodon, so that's awesome. Now, Dilophosaurus has a really interesting thing, and the way this description makes it sounds like if he bites you, the venom that he delivers has a certain effect depending on the time of day. I imagine that if he bites you during the daytime, it's kind of like, whatever, it's fine, I'll heal the poison off. But if he bites you at night, apparently it's gonna be like a hallucinogen, which is insane. Like, this game has never done anything close to that. So if you see like ghost dinosaurs or something, or dinosaur hallucinations of like scary things, that would be like, it kind of reminds me of like the Goblin Shark from Depth, if you have ever played that game. The Goblin Shark's ability is to like create a ghost of itself, like a hallucination, and scare the divers into thinking that it's the actual shark, but it's not. So I imagine it would be something similar to that, so that sounds really amazing. Update 7, nesting. Obviously, Oviraptor's coming. He got delayed a bit, because I think he was originally in Update 4, but obviously now he's been pushed back a bit. That's okay. And we're getting Gallimimus back. Yeah, not too much interesting to say on Gally. I mean, it's Gally. Although he is an omnivore now, so that's new. And for the final update so far, not final update for the whole thing, because, you know, Update 9 to be announced right here, we are getting the skin system back. It'll be an improvement of the legacy version with more nuance, clarity, and options, so that'll be great. And also in this update, we have got the most adorable Stegosaurian to ever exist, Kentrosaurus. I mean, look at his little face. He's so cute. I don't know. I've just always loved Kentrosaurus personally. It's one of my favorite herbivores. It's honestly my favorite Stegosaurian. His face looks like he's seen some shit, not gonna lie. And finally, we have the long-awaited Herrerasaurus, and this render is amazing. He looks like an iguana. I mean, Kentro and Herrera especially, these are both excellent choices to add alongside the skin system, because I mean, look at how colorful his default skin is. Like, I can only imagine what crazy colors you could put on him, so that would look amazing. And this render is just It's great. I love the little, like, throat waddle as well. It looks amazing. Did I say amazing already? I don't know. I need to think of more words to say. I'm still a novice at this YouTube thing. Please, cut me some slack. It may not seem as threatening as some other carnivores, but it's no less equipped to devastate the unexpected. If you find yourself in a dense jungle, don't forget to look up. Well, you know what that means. Herrerasaurus is gonna be a tree climber. That's actually been talked about for a while, where Herrerasaurus can, like, climb up trees and just pounce on you from above. And it looks like they're taking our feedback. The devs do listen to us. I mean, they've actually been very good with listening to us lately. Like, people have been putting in the feedback channel, like, recommendations about, like, concept art and animations, and they've been listening. It's really good to see. I think the game is finally heading on the right track, which is awesome. So this is a much more extensive, in-depth roadmap than the last one was. We'll wait and see how everything turns out. It may take a while, but I think the end result will be worth it. So, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, please subscribe because I'm desperate. I'm Pesky. If you didn't catch my name, I mean, I think you did, but I don't really know because, like, sometimes I'll go watch YouTube videos and not even know the name of the channel. I mean, if I don't know the name of the channel, I probably don't give a shit about them. And if you didn't know my name, then you probably didn't give a shit and you're just like a one-time viewer here. But if you're a one-time viewer here, please don't be a one-time viewer. Just subscribe, and if you click off the video, that's cool too, I guess. Okay, bye.